Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go to the ground. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Grab near the sticks. It's Chambers. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now across the 50 at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The short hands, it's Lachey. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll toss it to the left. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he cleared and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lachey.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Big fella moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Callaway. With the catch, it's Chambers. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Chambers. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Chambers. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Cooler 18, on the ready. Trick 9, B. Okay, break. Ready. Hey, camera.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Catch in the middle. It's Chambers. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to power their way ahead.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Under fire. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Using the quick game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And the Noles are marching down the field. He's got it on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Zings it complete to the right. Spins away. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Back to throw, it's Callaway. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The offense changing the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. finds the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going over the top. Got it inside the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Trick 9, people on set. Okay, break.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Making side adjustments here. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's coming out of the end zone. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Callaway. Pressure coming. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Quarterback making adjustments. Release to the back. Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Callaway. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Blair. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Makes the catch. It's Browning. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Rush is on him. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Blair. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
They're trying to go to the slant. It's a quick hit play, not able to come up with it, incomplete.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them in.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to throw, it's Callaway. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Noles in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blair. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Trying play action. Fires to the right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it. Let's
see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The give to the back. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed connection on third down.
This guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on third and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Flips it out in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Seminoles are on the move. Wants to throw it. On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They won the